Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, please remember to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave comments in my YouTube channel if you find value. Let's dig in and take a look at Bitcoin and the stock markets today. The crypto market, it's green, almost all green. It's pretty exciting. Bitcoin, it's over 6% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's almost 6%. So great day for Bitcoin. It's been going up and up. Let's take a look at the. Let's take a look at. Let's get back my screen here. Okay, I did totally reconfigure my setup, so it's a little confusing with muscle memory here. Let's get to the there we go. Good. It's gonna take some time to get used to the new setup. Stock market in the U.S. is pretty mixed. Tech stock, slight down on the tech stocks. Here we got Microsoft down, Apple down, Google down, Facebook down, but Amazon continues to go up. But it's mixed. Overall, some greens and some red. I think there are more greens there are reds. A couple of green sectors. We have energy's green, financial is green, insurance is green. I mean, it's looking pretty good. I think when we dive into the individual indexes, we'll see more of which ones are green. So it's looking pretty bullish. Some areas. Let's get to the indexes. I think I'm getting used to these keystrokes now. All right, so I changed the chart. I think someone recommended, having just one panel. So I decided to group all the indexes into one. Well, actually 3 columns, but each column having different indexes. So on the left-hand column, we have the U.S. market. In the middle column, we have the European and the stocks 600 index. In the far right-hand column, we have the Asian and the Australian markets. So the green line in the far right of each column represents the market opening in the U.S., and there are various vertical darker gray lines representing 24-hour period. So we get about a week's worth of info here. We can zoom in and out, but this gives us a global view in one screen of how the indexes in the different markets are moving. On the very top, I have Bitcoin repeated 3 times. Why? Because I need to align Bitcoin with the other indexes since they all have different time zones. So let's dive in and take a look at what's happening. And I'll move my face out of the way once we get down to the bottom section here on the lower left. So Bitcoin's been climbing. Market opening, it's been climbing before market open. What I'm seeing is this: it builds a level, it goes up, builds another level, goes up, builds another level, goes up. And so if that trend continues, that's a very bullish trend. But there are some signals that may be questionable whether that can be sustainable. So let's take a look at some of these indexes, and then we'll dive into Bitcoin on a separate video by itself. The NASDAQ QQQ in the last several days, 3 days, has been trending up, so that's very nice. But however, today at market open, it dipped and then it's trying to recover. On the S&P 500, similarly, it last few days, it's been trending up, dip at market opening, trying to recover, and it's back to where it pretty much opened. On the Dow's been trending down for the last few days, well, actually 4 days, and then today market opening it went up. So you can see that's where a lot of the green spots are on the heat map that we saw earlier. So it's trending up, bounce back down, trend back up. It's a little mix, but it's nowhere the performance of of Bitcoin. So, oh yeah, I should give you some numbers. Nasdaq's currently at 357.93. SPX or the S&P 500 is currently at 4,513.6. The Dow is currently at 60.33. Down below, the Dixie has been moving somewhat sideways in the last few days, and it's been choppy in the last several, like a handful of hours. It's just choppy. Usually, the Dixie has a negative correlation with Bitcoin, but right now it doesn't seem like Bitcoin cares about correlation. Traditionally, Bitcoin has a correlation with Nasdaq and S&P 500, but they seem to be tanking now, and Bitcoin's climbing, and there's no negative correlation currently with Bitcoin and the Dixie. So Bitcoin's just doing its own thing right now. If that is sustainable, that's questionable. So let's go over to the middle column here, and this is, by the way, TradingView 30-minute time frame. We'll skip Bitcoin since we covered that already. UK 100 index last several days has been trending up, and it's popping. It's currently at 7,599. So it's trending in the right direction. The DAX from Germany, it's slightly up in the last few days, and it's slight pop here. Not as tremendous as the UK 100, but there is an upward movement. The Stock 600, which is 600 companies across 7 countries, it's pretty much sideways, slight down in the last few days, but it's trying to recover right here. So that's bullish. So bullish overall, as far as like the last 24 hours roughly. It's quite bullish in the European market and the stocks. Let's go over to this right-hand column here. We have, this is Australia and Asia. Oh yeah, I forgot. France over here. For some reason, TradingView is not pulling its data, so it's empty. Sorry, France. We'll try to fix you. Let's go to the right-hand column. SPY right here. This is Australian index. Last few days, it's been trending up slightly, and then it dipped during the U.S. market opening, but recovered to where it was. So hopefully it will continue to go up. The Nikkei from Japan index, it's been trending down, but it looks like it's trying to recover at the tail end of its market opening there. Market closing, sorry. The KOSPI index has been oh shoot, I forgot to remove my face. There, I removed my face. So those of you who missed this little corner here, you can see it now. And actually not yet, I need to transition. Oh, there we go. Yep, so I'm out of the way there, so you can take a look at that for now. Sorry about that. Let's go back here. KOSPI index. This is the South Korean. Last few days has been dipping down, but it's trying to recover here. It's almost back to where it started several days ago. So almost back to this point. Almost, not quite. So Hong Kong, the Hang Seng index, it's been dipping down but trying to recover. So overall, in the last 24-hour period, it looks like the markets are recovering across the board around the world. So that's bullish. That's curious. I think, but it still looks mixed. You can see some choppiness. It's not a steady climb, just choppiness. U.S. stock market, the tech sector is just still choppy here. Had a little period of increase, but choppy. I think the potential war in Ukraine is having an impact on the world. Uh, the U.S. federal government will release a CPI print this Thursday, so I'm sure the markets are waiting for that. This what else? Omicron, and that's still always hanging in the air. So a lot of variabilities. With the recent earnings from the U.S. stock markets, some of it was very positive. Amazon was tremendous, while Facebook face planted, and I think a lot of the money is moving from the stock market into Bitcoin, and with CPI anticipate to be coming in at around 7.2, potentially. Some investors, especially whales, are using Bitcoin as an inflation hedge, and also to offset potential losses in the stock market. So that's where I think the money's coming from. How long will it stay in Bitcoin or the crypto market? That's questionable, and because there's still volatility in the world economy as a whole. Inflation is high all over the place around the world. So that pretty much covers our segment on Bitcoin and how the world markets are doing. If you found value in this video, please smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave some awesome comments in my YouTube channel. Thanks, and appreciate your time. See you in the next video today. Peace.